Tom Dupree, former Deputy Assistant Attorney General under George W. Bush, with us now. I think what Jack Smith says is almost a little bit more interesting at times than what's in the indictment. I want to play for you today what he said in his 2-minute statement. Take a listen.
The men and women of law enforcement who defended the U.S. Capitol on January 6th are heroes. They are patriots, and they are the very best of us.
All right, so Jack Smith's statement about January 6th, the violence on January 6th. The indictment is about, quote unquote, a fake elector scheme. It had very little to do in the actions alleged, nothing to do with the riot on January 6th and the heroes of January 6th. During the Mar-a-Lago documents case, the indictment was about classified documents. The statement from Jack Smith centered around heroes, the members of the U.S. military, members of the intelligence services. Again, nothing to do with the indictment that was handed down. I'm just wondering from you, for a guy who is supposed to be held out as this a man of impeccable character and the prosecutor's prosecutor, it feels awfully political, or at least different than just this is what the indictment and this is what I allege.
Yeah, he's going a little bit outside the box here, Leland, which, you know, and kind of if you ask the hardliners at DOJ, that would say that's a no-no. In other words, prosecutors basically are supposed to repeat the statements that are in the indictment, I mean, possibly embellish on the facts, that sort of thing. But to make statements along those lines, a lot of people would say that goes too far. I think what it shows is it shows that Jack Smith understands that he's fighting former President Trump on two fronts. He's going to be fighting him in a court of law. He's also going to be fighting him in the court of public opinion. And so I think what we heard today is one way that the special counsel's office may try to portray and spin this prosecution as it moves forward. And by reminding Americans of the valiant Capitol police officers and other people to really underscore why, in his view, this is a just prosecution.
Yeah, and look, we have to think about the prosecutor in this case and his batting average. And look, you were at the DOJ for a long time. I know you were under a Republican president, but we have you on because you are fair and you call balls and strikes. Jack Smith's two other major political indictments when he was the head of the Public Integrity Unit ended up failing, right? You had the John Edwards case that the jury acquitted on one count in a hung jury, and then they dropped the charges. You had the Bob McDonnell, the governor of Virginia, a Republican case. Again, Jack Smith won a conviction, and it was overturned 8-0 by the Supreme Court. So here's the question. Think about this from college admission standpoints, right? You've got safe schools, you've got sort of reasonable schools, and then you got reach schools. Same thing for indictments. Slam dunk cases all the way up to real reaches. As you read this indictment, we're only 90 minutes in, which bucket?
I think the special counsel has made an effort to make this streamlined, to limit it to one defendant, at least so far, named one defendant. And the way that he's framed this, it stays confined more or less to the charges. In other words, there's not as much extraneous, gratuitous information that I thought we would see in this. The way that he tells it, it looks like the way he's going to build this case is basically to say the president could not genuinely believe he won the election because there were all of his advisors, the vice president, the attorney general, all these other people close to him telling him the opposite. So I think this indictment gives us a little bit of a roadmap into how the special counsel intends to ultimately prove his case to the jury and, in his view, hopefully avoid the problems that plagued his prior prosecutions.
Thanks for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to subscribe. Click the red button to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.